Hello, my name is Dr. Scott Young, and today we're going to talk to you about a different type of headphones. Coming right up. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about a different type of headphone made by Avantree. It is called the HT5009, and it's a headphone for the TV. Now, you say, well, why is this guy talking about that product? Well, as an audiologist, one of our main problems that we have are patients who come in and either have hearing aids, such as I do, or they have a milder hearing loss, and they really struggle to understand the TV. We also have patients who have had some dementia issues, and they really can't figure out how to do hearing aids. But the family who could go into the assisted living place or the retirement village wants to have them watching the TV, but they're blasting everyone else out. That is this kind of answer here. So I've been doing this for 30 years as an audiologist. I've seen more than 15 to 20,000 patients, and this is one of our main concerns. And so I was asked to look at this product, and I'm going to give you a little bit of example of some of the things with it. It's a very simple product. Now, one of the big things that you might have when you pick up a piece of technology is how well it hooks up to your TV. Okay, so most people think, oh my gosh, this is going to be horrible. It's going to be hard. I'm going to have to call up tech services. I didn't even look at the booklet. Now, I'm pretty good with TVs, but I promise you, you'll be able to do this. The first thing you do is you plug in your micro USB. So you would plug that into the wall. The second thing that you're going to do is you're going to take out a digital optical cable, and they give that to you. Or you can do an audio plug, so you will have a little 3.5 millimeter down to a Y jack out to your TV. So it depends on which type of TV they're talking about. Now, once you've got that basically plugged into your TV, now it's always in your audio out. Once you have that plugged into your TV, you're going to pick up the headphones. You've turned this thing already on. It's always on. You don't have to worry about it charging or messing up. So you would take your headphones, just drop them on your ears. And as you drop them on your ears, you're going to push a golden button. Sorry, it's the golden button off the top of my head. Sorry, it's on the right-hand side. So you would just pop that golden button down, and it's going to Bluetooth itself. And by the way, it's going to talk to you, okay? And it's going to say Bluetoothing, and it Bluetooths within about 15 seconds. And it says connected, and you'll see all the little blue lights that are on. Now, on the device itself, you can actually turn up the volume or turn down the volume of the feed that you're getting from the TV. So you have all of these extra abilities that you can do inside of this little tiny device that can sit right beside your TV. You can plug it into almost any TV in the world. So it's a very straightforward and simple way of doing this. Now, you can also hook that into your computer. Now think about this for a second. If you're hooking it into a computer and you want to be able to hear the sound, you can do a direct audio, which means a 3.5 millimeter male jack to a 3.5 millimeter male jack in your computer. So you can go directly in that kind of way if you like to watch your YouTube channel and you don't want everyone to bug you. So this is one of the coolest kinds of things out there. Now here's my big areas as an audiologist doing this for a long time. Is it going to interfere with hearing aids? Now, one of the things that happens is that hearing aids most of the time, and I'm going to show you this, hearing aids need to be there most of the time they're behind the ear. Sometimes they're in the ear. Now, some of the other jack points have this flat earphone. And that flat earphone just is on the outside of the ear. And it just starts to distort your ear and pushes against that. Well, then that can cause problems, which if you have an in-the-ear device, it'll start whistling like crazy. On the behind the ear device, if we don't wrap around it in a comfortable way, which this easily does to take care of you, when you wrap around it in a comfortable way, you can still pick up the sound through the hearing aid. Now, if you have an in-the-ear hearing aid and you push this on, it's not going to push really hard. Now, most headphones that we look at and try to do ear protection, this is not for ear protection, okay, should have about 5 pounds of pressure. Now, that's not trying to press on your ear and give you a headache, but it's trying to protect your ears. This isn't trying to do this, very lightweight kind of thing. And you want it to be lightweight with that as well. By the way, it's rechargeable here, so you can plug this thing in when the charger goes out. When the charge goes out on your headphones, plug it into the wall, plug it into your computer, no problem at all either way. And then it'll go for day upon day upon day. My first checkup of this, I just pulled up, I'm a huge history buff. So I pulled up the Battle of the Somme on Amazon channel, hooked it up to the TV, then I decided, well, I'm gonna walk off. I went 50 feet away outside of my office in here, and I'm still hearing the TV with this gorgeous full sound. We're talking about full sound bass, full sound treble. So it's like having a big time speaker system in the house. Let me tell you one of the cool ways that I think that most people need to consider a headphone device, even if you don't have hearing problems. NBA, NHL playoffs. Guess what happens if you live in the Central or in the Eastern Standard Time frame? So as the playoffs happen, and I'm a huge Colorado Avalanche fan, I'm a huge Denver Nugget fan, and both of them in 2020 are in second place. Now, we've got the COVID crisis, so they're going to come up with a weird way of doing the playoffs. But guess what's going to happen? If they advance into the playoffs a little farther, let's say the Denver Nuggets are going to play Indiana. They're all pretty close to a time zone that might be close to me. But as soon as they play on the West Coast, you're talking about a game that starts at 9:30. My wife would like to go to bed, and with the puppy that keeps her up at night, would like to go to bed and not hear the TV going on, hearing all the changes. Now, most channels or movies that you might watch will have a pretty good variance, but games actually have this huge variance in sound where you have a loud crowd noise and then it kind of calms down, and a loud crowd noise, and depending upon how exciting the game is, that comes on. And guys tend to watch these games really pretty loudly, so they can go until midnight, 1 a.m. Well, this is the really simple way of fixing your marriage. You wear this kind of thing, listen to the game all the way till midnight. Now you got to do one thing. Now, if you're a fan, this is the one thing that happens to me. And I'll be watching the game and I'm like, ooh, ooh, right? And if there's a great thing that happens, then she's thinking, what is that sound? Because she's not hearing anything on the TV, right? Now, the cool thing with this is that she sees the headphones and she knows, oh, you're doing me a favor by watching it. Now, I also had on the other end a patient, they were both in their 80s, and we had set up a TV type device just like this. And it wasn't for him, it was for her. He said she would watch the infernal nature channels on and on and on, but he wanted to listen, he wanted to read the newspaper. Fine. So she put the headphones on. She's watching watching her infernal nature programs, and he's able to watch listen to anything he wants to, or just read the newspaper in silence. And that was his favorite way. You see, that increases the possibility of marriage communication down the road, because if you have noise in the background, it causes you irritation. And that is one of the difficulties that happens with the TV. When patients of mine have problems, one of the things that we ask, how loud is the TV for you? And we do these things called most comfortable levels. And as we listen to a most comfortable level, sometimes patients are turning it up 200, 300, 400 times louder than the wife, or on the other hand, the husband might feel like. And that's causing all kinds of anxiety. They're hearing it out in the neighborhood. Well, this is a really easy kind of way of being able to handle your situation. So I think this is a great idea. Avantree has this ability to do that. You can go onto their website, you can find out a lot more about this, but I think it's a really powerful way of handling it. Thank you so much.